Well, welcome everybody, and what a confusing 42 show that was for me, wearing my new glasses, well, one of my two pairs for the first time. I'm almost seasick. It's ridiculous. These were supposed to be the readers that were done without a progressive to them at all, so that nothing would be different as I'm looking at all the screens of content in front of me. What did they do? They fucking made them progressive with a close-up reader on the bottom. So now if I turn my head at all side to side, everything starts skewing and morphing, and they're, God damn it, nobody can do anything right. So I'm going to have to get them redone, but if it was still worth it to wear them to check the prescription itself and whatnot, make sure I could actually read clearly.
You should get some augmented reality glasses, and you can get rid of the screens completely.
Yeah. I need to stream in an Apple Vision Pro. Yeah. You know, one of those things a few people bought and nobody uses.
You could have the chat of that, and it'd be like the Terminator, and you go and an appropriate response. Fuck off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I'll get up in a minute and I'll show you the other ones I bought for daily wear. Different pair. They have the tint in them as well, and they're a progressive so that I can see the road and the dashboard or whatever at the same time, right? But these were supposed to be one only. You know, I remember the woman even saying to me, "Oh, but you want transitions in your readers so that you can read up close, but still like see something that's like a foot away from you or whatever. Say you're cooking or this and that and blah, blah, and whatnot." And I tried explaining that's not what these are for.
Yeah.
You know, I very specifically bought these for podcasting. And as such, I needed one all the way, no transition. So, but these are the frames I picked. So at least they got something right.
Yeah. Just get someone to throw a brick through the glasses.
Yeah. Well, it's all guaranteed with the company I went with. They weren't the cheapest, but I can go in tomorrow and say, nope, send these off and remake them, please. And they'll have to do it. So, yeah, Tunes Cat says, don't transition, Dick.
Yeah. Be like Superman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the phone booth, and I'll transition into Super Day.
Yeah. So I guess, nothing's perfect in life. What are you going to do? Get it fixed. Yeah. Oh, okay. So reminder, we have some fundraising we're doing tonight as well for Britain, Ukraine, on YouTube at the Ukrainian mission, at the Ukraine mission. God, I always screw that up. I should bring it up so I don't do that all the time to them. But we will get the link in the live chat for you and all. You can also use our hashtag #BoomBoomFun links. And away you go. Let's see if we can't help them out and raise a little bit more in. Yeah. Let's see what. Yeah. See,
shortly that.
Yeah, well, see, like I've got a third screen below my two main ones, and that's where I keep Discord and everything. And I just look down to read what somebody said, and I can't until I go like this, right? Had they not given me this stupid progressive thing, I could read it all. I hate it when somebody thinks they fucking know better and they don't. And they don't listen to you thinking that they've saved you, right? I understand that I'm a new person to glasses, but I'm in my 50s. I'm not stupid. I thought it through. Okay, I'll stop ranting about this, but damn it, it's bugging me.
No, it's all right. You carry on.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, he's Brit's raising another 400 pounds for the body armor and whatnot. He got the Virtus plate vest and the boots, and he ordered some other things, and he needs to pay to get for them. So we're trying to raise him an extra 400 pounds here. We might not get it all in, but he's got other avenues. So as long as we can help, we can feel good about it, right? Yeah.
You have to get him that Teflon cod piece as well. Teflon, not Teflon, Kevlar. Teflon's non-stick.
Yeah.
Well, you need the non-stick service on your
cod piece, non-stick. You know, you don't always get a fresh shower every day when you're in war, so maybe that's not a bad idea.
You certainly don't want your sticky one.
Mm-hmm. But see, I lift up I go like this to have a sip of beer, and everything goes fucking crazy because of the bottom part of the lens.
Does the beer suddenly come into focus as you're as it's washing down your throat?
No, but my overuse and lack of need of it has come into focus.
Mm. Yeah, drinking of it will all go out of focus again anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said. I put on my dailies to leave, and she was like, you want to be careful at first because, you know, the sudden change in vision can be shocking. I was like, with my years as a professional musician, the sudden change in ability to see clearly and stuff is well documented. I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. But that's what happens like when I use CBD for my pain management for fibromyalgia. It seems that my eye muscles get a tiny bit lazy and my vision just gets that little bit worse. So I am used to it. Yeah. So, you know, but the other ones are cool. Here, hold on. I'll get them and I'll show you. Why not, right?
Yeah. It's, let's put Dick on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for these shades. Too sexy for these shades.
Oops. These are the dailies that I bought. And yeah, right now, nothing's really working. Well, the middle of the transition kind of works. That's another thing, too. I think these are triple. And I tried to tell them that it's not a tall enough lens. I just want double, you know. I think they did that to me, but it's hard to tell because I'm too close. Like these are meant for daily life, right? You know. Oh, there is a spot where it kind of works. But holy God, trying to find that every time you had to do something would be annoying as fuck. Can you people get used to this? You know, really?
I can get used to you just like, you know, moving your head just to try to focus on a bit.
Yeah. Hold on a minute here. And the next letter is a C, you know. And but these have the tint and everything as well. So they're pretty cool for day use. And they're plastic. So you can, you know. I don't know if anybody remembers, but remember I was talking about the little white band I don't like on the thing? I think I'm literally just going to take a Sharpie to that crap and make it go away. I can't deal with that.
It looks like you've, repaired them with elastoplasts.
Yeah. Mexi girl in the chat, that's Heather Wiley, if you don't figured it out yet. Yeah, those ones are a little bit nicer too. I agree. These have bigger glass, but that was meant so that I could see the screens all nice at one, right? I really thought it through and I blew it with not making the damn lens right. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not sick yet. So, but the way everything just goes like this when I move my head, like a straight line just starts going, there's no way I could tolerate this. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should put you on a gimbal.
Yeah. Watch. By beer 4, I'll have to go like this and I'll have no, even when I do that with, I'll probably throw up by the end of this. Yeah. I'll have to take them off. Making me quoozy, man.
Yeah, get little stick bags for you.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, and the thing is with these readers, if I purposely only look through the top and don't look at the bottom at all where the focus is different, all of this weird skew morphing thing going on doesn't really happen at all, just the tiniest bit. But once I can see the bottom and everything going crazy because of the 2 magnifications, it's off the charts. It's unusable. I could never do this. I'd have to wear them like this.
No, like a teacher.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So, you know, oh God, it doesn't help actually. No. Okay. Anyway. So what's going on in the world that isn't Trump? Like, is the world even happening without him? Is there anything to talk about besides his punk ass?
Not really, no. Quick answer to that is yeah.
Well, in that case, good night, everybody. I mean,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Leave a donation at the door, and we'll see you soon. All right. You know? Yeah. Yeah. The hockey. Oh, the hockey. Here, hold on. Let me hit that again, because the greatest thing happened when America and Canada faced off for the battle of who will absorb the other. And if that doesn't make it clear for you, America did not win.
Was there any booing for the American national anthem at all?
Oh, just a little bit. It was louder than the cheering for the fights. Yeah. And there was fights, man. Holy. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something about that. Yeah. Oops.
Well, it's funny because a lot of news that don't usually cover hockey started saying how the game was almost barbaric due to international tensions. No. That's just how we play the game. Yeah. Yeah. If you leave an NHL game and there's not at least one drop of blood on the ice, that's back to the 70s when you know it doesn't happen.
It is kind of funny how it's like media just like glom onto these things, and then suddenly think they're a fucking expert in something, and just
I know.
Oh yeah, look at this voice. It's all about international tensions. And have you ever been to a hockey game?
Yeah. During the first inning of tonight's hockey match, okay, enough, right? You know, just stop talking, right? You know, we got a shout out here. Annette in the chat there, our Annette, you know, team leader Annette there. $10 direct donation in through Ko-Fi. And as you can see, the pop-up came up over the title above me there, and it's down below. All the alerts are working great, but this one's cool. She says, your glasses look great, Dick. Well, hey, thank you. It was very...
She said they make you look like a dick.
They make you look like a great dick.
Make your dick look bigger.
Yeah. Well, at least usably sized.
Oh, yeah. Have you done that yet? You know, you go, oh, small, big, small, big, small, big.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not playing the Pornhub game later then for sure. That'll be weird. You know? Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Annette. Thanks. It was very strange trying to figure out what I wanted because I have no sense of style. I mean, you've seen me on the show before, right? And the girls that are trying to be helpful in the store obviously have a sense of style because they're all dolled up and blah, blah, and they have glasses that make a statement about who they are. And I wanted exactly not that. Right? I just literally wanted something to hold the glass that didn't say anything except for it holds the glass. Right?
Yeah, I noticed there's a special section at the end of Vogue magazine that is just dedicated to the style of Dick Dawson. It's like a quarter page bit, and it's just grey. There's no text on it. It's just grey.
Yeah. I mean, Audi has a new color for 2025, Dawson Gray, right?
It's not even dark white, and it's not even light black. Yeah. It's just gray.
But yeah, and that was the thing when I was picking these. I was very careful about the frames to make sure they wouldn't reflect with a light in front of me. I didn't want to have some weird shiny bit as I move my head around, right? I've seen that on other people's shows. Right? Yeah, some people are saying I'll get used to it, but the morphing is so much. And when I say the morphing, I don't mean a little bit. Like literally the screen, the windows are moving that much from one end to the other. If I only look through the top half of this freaking progressive nonsense, then it barely moves. It's just a little. And I would get used to that. I totally agree. But with the bottom and my screens end up being what, 3.5 feet tall because of the multi screens, right? So this progressive is too much. It's just, if I do this right now, everything on my bottom screen just went clown show wiggle. It was hilarious, and but the top is okay, you know.
I don't understand what you're whining about. It's a very, very, very simple solution to this. We do is we fit your glasses with a motion tracker, so it knows position and orientation in space, which then links to the computer and auto distorts all the windows. As you move.
Yeah.
It's simple.
That would be awesome. Yeah. No. Yeah, as simple as just get the damn the lenses fixed. This is stupid.
Oh, well, if you want to go that way.
Yeah. You know, and I know that means that I won't have a glass, the lenses set for up close reading properly. But I have a set of reading glasses here that work absolutely perfect already. And yeah, that puts me in a situation where I have 3 pairs of glasses, but my daily ones have progressive with a reader section at the bottom that's meant so that I can see my dashboard. Good enough. I mean, you know what I mean? It'll get me through. Doesn't have to be perfect. I do enough of this damn podcasting that this has to be correct. This is more important than every now and then reading a recipe out of a book.
I was going to say, like, you read books.
That's what I mean. Most of my reading's done online now or with a tablet or something. I mean, you know, like
Audible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. But
the only books you read are those like plastic ones you can take in the bath.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I have to laminate them beforehand, but you know. But I'll still try it and get used to it, as people are saying. But I know I didn't need this bottom part. That's the problem. It's just the screens are too high. I'm not looking at a 17-inch laptop screen, right? I'm looking at some serious amount of real estate here, you know.
So Matt in the chat says, Mr. Dawson and at Dunk, I want to have a name that starts with D like yours. And I was thinking, I can think of one, but you won't like it. It's called Dick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that's... Oops.
Well, we'll have to think about that.
Daddy Wangler. Yeah.
Yeah, he could call himself Dat. You know?
Dit or Dat.
Digital audio tape troubles.
That sounds like a band from the 80s.
Yeah. One that didn't get signed, but you know. Shout out time here. Joe M in the chat puts $40 American into the fund for Brett. All right. Hey, Joe M. Huge thanks. Awesome. We'll get that sent to Britt as soon as the show is over. Well, probably about half an hour or something. By the time the show's over, he's long asleep, so it doesn't matter. I'll get it done before bedtime. Thanks, Joe. Awesome. Yeah,
you can claim the 0.0000001 cent of interest.
Yeah. Are you kidding? They'll probably just raise the exchange rates and screw me for it by the time I actually send it, right? In Canada here, our peso falls by the hour at this point, I think, you know. But yeah, that I know a lot of people in America, like Trump called the team about before the hockey game, and Carolyn Levitt there, you know, the bimbo at the podium, had to talk about it and everything. They were really hoping that they would win so they could rub that in for sure.
Yeah, but I bet we had to explain to Trump, first of all, what a hockey team was. He's got no idea of anything like that. No clue whatsoever.
No, to him, a hockey stick is something that you beat slaves with. I mean, household servants, right? You know.
Oh dear.
I mean, for the president of the United States to get arrogant about a hockey game between Canada and America as if America's a shoe-in to win, learn your history, buddy. That's just not quite how it works.
Yeah.
We are the favorites every time we play. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, well, that's why you just made him angry. So he definitely wants Canada now to be the 51st state because America will win.
Yeah. David N says, "I look like a rock star guitar with the shades." You know, well, it's. I think with the glasses, I kind of look like an aging musician that's now teaching lessons because that's kind of how it goes.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, Jack Black style. You're not actually a regular teacher. You snuck into school to teach kids.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the teacher that goes to jail after a week when they get caught.
Yeah, I think I've really touched your kids, and they've touched me too.
Yeah. White Fishy one in the chat there says Elvis Costello. Well, I was trying to avoid that overly black frame look, but they don't have reflection issues, right? And these ones are a little bit closer to that because of the plastic frames, right? Wow, these ones don't look like they have anti-glare on the lenses. Look at that. Holy shit. Right?
I like how he chose Elvis Costello as opposed to just going straight to Buddy Holly.
Yeah. Well, that's true. You I look just like Buddy Holly. Remember that tune, Weezer? Not so much. Hey, another one. We got Heather Wiley direct on YouTube or on PayPal. That's Mexi girl in the chat there with $6.66 for the Brit Fund. All right. I love it. Brit Fund. Great job there, Mexi girl. Thank you. $6.66, but she's in Mexico, so she's probably paying with pesos. So just because they have limits on how much you can send, and it's usually based on characters, she probably had to do that 3 times.
Yeah. What she's probably sent is half a dozen eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if it was America, I think we'd get half an egg for $6.66 at this point.
Yeah, that's what we should do. Send us eggs, and then Dick can sell them on the black market and make a fortune.
Yeah. Hey,
Smuggle them into the United States.
I'm only like an hour from the border. I could take a daily trip to the border and just like sell a dozen eggs and probably pay for my own life at this point, right?
What you could do is to smuggle them in. You could wrap them in bags of fentanyl. Get to the other side, chuck the fentanyl away. Oh, it's an egg.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think last year they only caught like 47 pounds of fentanyl going from Canada to America. So obviously, if we are such a big issue for fentanyl use in America, everybody that works at the border, Mr. Trump, are idiots. I mean, what am I supposed to say, you know?
What was that thing in Beverly Hills Cop where they hide shipments of cocaine by coffee granules?
Yeah. It worked. It used to work.
Yeah. Well, you could hide the dozen eggs in a bale of cocaine.
Yeah. Yeah, the dog just goes by sniffing for coffee and eggs, forgets the cocaine, right? Doesn't even bother.
No, it's got used to the cocaine. He likes it. That's why they're sniffing it all the time. It's the only sniffer dog with a straw.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, give me some of that, motherfuckers.
Yeah. God, I haven't had it in weeks.
Give me one more of those and tell me where the bitch is at, man. See, I can get away with saying the bitches when it's a dog, right? You see?
Well, yeah. Don't know. Someone will take offense.
I'm sure. I mean, well, who are those people that take offense? I mean, where do they take it? And Fences. Why are they taking your fence? Yeah.
I
don't get it.
Lancet gardeners. Yeah.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, has anybody watched the Captain America movie that has the Falcon guy, Anthony Mackie or whatever his name is, playing Captain America? Anybody watch that? I bet we're gonna get a whole whack of no's, right?
No.
Our audience are too old to masturbate, let alone watch a Marvel movie, right? You know.
Oh, just sick of them. Oh, no more. It's like Mr. Creosote at the restaurant. Yeah, just one wafer thin Marvel movie, just one more. Oh, fuck off! I'm full.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, Sweet's got Mardi Gras going on. Oh yeah, that is a classic party. Right on. I hope it's not just like at your home and you're where it actually happens, right? Mm. That would really make a mess.
Yeah, it's just him in a gold bikini and a pile of fruit on top of his head. A bottle of rum.
Robert in the chat says, Dick, you look like me, a long-haired old man. Oh, welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome to the club. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. Well, it's not that I can't wait, but I've already accepted the fact that I'm going to be one of those guys that has very long silver hair eventually, right? 54 now, and I only just get a little gray in the stubble and a couple in the sideburns so far. But I know it's coming, right?
You might be one of those guys who just has like one single silver streak. Yeah, looking like a badger or something.
Oh, that chick Trump anointed, with whatever. There's one that has like the silver thing. It's like every time I do something evil, I get another silver streak in my hair.
Yeah, but it's a girl. It's probably fake.
Yeah.
You know what they're like. The girls and their hair.
It very much could be. Yeah.
It's funny. It's interesting though. Girls will get like very, very expensive hairdos and hair dyes, and you get those ones with the layered rainbow hair or blue hair. Blokes don't do that. Just like just cut it.
I don't
just
think
just make it shorter. I mean, or you don't, but in general.
Yeah. I don't actually think I've had a haircut since my son was born. It just kind of gets caught in my belt, and that's as long as it ever grows, and then it kind of snaps off or whatever happens, but it never goes any longer anymore. So I just leave it. I don't really have to deal with it anymore.
Well, it's like a dog's claws. They get worn down when they're taken for walkies. Your hair does the same when it's dragging along the floor.
Yeah. No, it's no matter what I do, it never grows past my belt. I don't want it to grow past my belt. Like if I start sitting on it, that would be annoying, right? And there's been a couple of times when I almost cut it, because sometimes when I sit, I have to lean forward and make sure it's not like at my lower back, right?
Just yank your head back.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just don't even worry about it anymore. And like hairdresser people say to me in public, "Oh, you've got lovely hair. Sorry, I'm a hairdresser." And I'm like, funny, because I haven't had a haircut in like 18 years, and the look on their faces, they're like horrified, right? Yeah.
Oh, we could do such lovely things with your hair and put it up in a little bun and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can picture me as a poodle, right?
I always was fascinated with the women's hair in Star Trek, because you just know full well they're like just like some kind of fucking glued together wig they stick on, because they always have like this really, really complicated woven patterns and things in their hair. Yeah. You just know they take it off at the end of the day like a big hat.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, it would take 5 hours to set that shit up, right? Oh yeah. You got to set it with glue and, yeah.
Starfleet regulation hair, yes.
And I got people say to me sometimes, but aren't you sick of having to like take care of it and all that crap? I've had it for so long, and I usually pull it back when it's still a little bit moist into a ponytail. And so it's very trained to stay out of my face. And I mean, half the time I don't even have to fucking brush it. I mean, I wouldn't let it grow to dreads or anything. I'm not a dreadlock kind of guy, but I can't imagine life being any simpler. If I cut it short, then it has to all be done and whatnot. Otherwise, I look like I just woke up. But I can actually just wake up and you can't tell. Right? You know, it's easier.
Sorry, you said the word moist.
Yeah. As I said it, I went, oh, somebody's going to call me out for that one.
Just sent me up in a different direction completely. What are we talking about?
Don't talk about the mushroom tip. All right, let's move on. I didn't know we had the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. Somebody will know the line. Sorry, I'm just prepping a little medical moment.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, all right, US friends in the chat now, are we supposed to refer to you as comrade now? I'm not too sure how it goes.
No, here's the thing. You only refer to serving Republicans in any form of government as comrade. Anybody else who's actually a civilian is he, she, they, them, or whatever, until they identify as MAGA and then see rule number 1. Right?
See, I was thinking about that last night, actually, because, I mean, aren't most MAGA crowd, they're the kind of people that have been, like, you know, it's been built into their DNA since they're children, you know, to hate the commies. They just hate the commies. I know. Yeah, what's going through their minds at the minute?
How have they come around to the how have they come around to the point that their leader is now kissing the ass of the leader of the country that they used to vehemently hate? Yeah. How does this reconcile in the brain without copious amounts of drugs and alcohol?
It just must be like a short circuit. You know, sort of thing goes on, you know, must hate commies. Yeah. Does not compute.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't get it either, man. I mean, a traditional Reaganite must be just frothing at the mouth right now.
Oh, Reagan is spinning his grave like a fucking, you know.
Oh, can you imagine? You know, that skeleton's trying to jump up and, you know, you hand him a gun and watch what happens the next press conference Trump attends, right?
Oh, you could put a 40 kilowatt generator on him at the minute. He'd be powering this. Making so much power. Yeah. I just don't. I mean, it's funny because we've talked about this before. You know, Civil War and, you know, revolution in the United States, and we always said that, well, it's not going to really happen because all the liberals aren't armed. It's the MAGA crowd that got the guns. Yeah. This might tip them over. This might just make them angry enough to actually storm the Capitol again.
Yeah.
This time for the right reason.
Yeah. Very much so. Very much so. I don't see Trump lasting a full term if America's spine and backbone, that the way they had it during like the Vietnam War when people really stood up and during Black Lives Matter modern movement, but also back in the day of like the Black Panthers and stuff and so on. If your average American citizen, and I know a bunch of you that are Americans that watch our show, I know you've got some of that in you. If it comes out, the politicians that are even on the Republican side that don't agree with this will start to feel okay to say more and more. But they need to know that the masses are behind them. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but it does make sense anyway, right? But I'm pretty sure I'm right there, right? We need it. We need it quick. We need it fast. You know, to be honest, we need Canadians and Mexicans to stand up a bit more. Well, Mexicans are pretty vocal about it in Mexico, but it can't be hatred. And I know I'm guilty of this in a few ways. I deliver some really nasty, and I'm trying to be funny and clever bullshit, right? But to be honest, like Canada, Mexico, and so on, we got to do it not just through the message, but with our purchasing and stuff. Because one thing that really will affect the middle class and upper middle class and stuff, the people that have the smaller businesses, the managers of the manufacturing and things that rely on exports and tourism and stuff and whatnot, you make them feel it and you watch how fast they fucking turn. Right? Okay,
It's
sorry,
funny.
ranty there, but you know.
No, that's all right. No, you're allowed to. I think you know, ample right to have a little bit of a rant. But what was interesting during the run up to the election is all the rallies that used to go on, and you'd have pundits go out and interview MAGA people, and obviously they picked on the real wacko, stupid ones to put on their videos. But there was a lot of genuine people out there, genuine Trump supporters, and it'd be so interesting if there were still rallies going on.
I know,
and you could get a microphone in front of these people and find out what they're really thinking now.
Yep.
Curious.
Speaking of that was a good point, Dunk, because sometimes we see on like Kimmel and stuff where they take a microphone and they go and ask people in the public. That they're showing us the ones that we can laugh at. There's other people that are actually smarter and they just don't bother showing us them. Right.
Oh yeah, it's like when they go out and asking questions. What do you think about finally freeing Nelson Mandela? And they go, well, yeah, I think it's a good idea, and all those kind of, because
I love how I love how those people can fall into that as if they understand the topic and they talk to you and they're completely lying.
Completely misinformed. Well, it's not even misinformed, it's just
they're just lying.
Non-informed.
They're lying because they're trying to show that they're not misinformed, and it's the embarrassment of having no fucking clue that drives these people to be liars about it. It's hilarious, but it's also scary because they also get a vote.
But the point is, I think you were making the start of that. It's funny that that's what they show. They don't show the 300 interviews that went perfectly fine.
Exactly. Right. So, but I totally believe that this will be a situation where as these idiotic things that Trump has done lately start to properly affect more and more Americans, because the effects aren't really there on home soil yet. You just wait. Like the whole thing with eggs, that was long before Trump, right? That's bird flu and shit, right? But you just wait, right? Who was it? Somebody just announced that they will totally be willing to step up and start buying a bunch of crude from Canada. Might have been China, but they haven't openly, like with a big announcement, but trade ministers have said that this could be on the table for us for sure. And okay, China is China, right? But it's got to be sold. And if we can, I'd rather it go to the EU and whatnot, right? I would love to see that. I'd love to see Canada, Mexico as well, really start trading more with the EU, because there's a lot that could go back and forth between us. We do a lot now. I'm not saying we don't, but if we weren't selling the huge portion of our oil reserves to America, I'm sure we got buyers. That's what I'm getting at,
Yeah. I'm sure you'd find somebody who'll buy it.
Oh yeah, it's oil, right? Oh man. Yeah.
Funny, I've been watching this old series called the Aeneid Line, which is about a shipping company at the turn of the Industrial Revolution, and it's like one of the things they keep going out and shipping for is guano, just shit.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were, that was big trade back in those days.
Well, if it's specifically bat guano, you can actually get good money for it depending on the person buying, right? Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, there was entire islands of guano, just seagull shit.
Oh.
And they just took the lot.
Oh wow, what a job.
I know.
Scraping up like 7 feet worth of.
Yeah, I mean, your shipmates already stink. Yeah, you're on a boat for like months. It must be smelly. Oh, I know what we'll do to add to that. We'll just fill the ship up with shit.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh hey, I missed a shout out here. Sorry. We got White Fishy one in the chat. Yeah. $10 direct Ko-fi donation there. For Brits Fun, Slava Ukraine. Herom Slava. Well done, buddy. Thank you, White Fishy. Awesome. Have I missed anybody? I think there's 3. So let me just double check here. I think Annette comes in first. And then we had, okay. Yeah, I think I'm all right here. Yeah. Joe M, Annette, White Fishy 1 is just in. And we had PayPal with Mexi Girl, Heather Wiley in the chat there. All right. Thanks, everybody. Awesome. Thanks, White Fishy 1. Very cool. Come on, Apple. Get the goddamn... There we go. Slacker ass crap. Oh, what else is happening? Oh, for those who are paid members on Patreon, and we'll be talking about this coming up on the main channel because there's going to be some people that are paid members on our main channel that are going to want to switch to Patreon because number one, if you're a paid member on Patreon, like free members are always getting the link to record the live for the recording of the Live 42 show. We're not changing that. But paid members will have access to the 42 show upload like 5 hours early before it actually goes live. I know, who cares, because you can watch us record it live. But Chris Lundy in the chat and has a special thing that we're working on. And very soon we'll make an announcement, but it'll be through the paid membership because this isn't something we can openly share with everybody because we could probably get in trouble if we don't play our cards right. But we have something unbelievably awesome. You think other people have something to offer you in membership? Not like this one. This is good. So stay tuned. Watch this space, all that other bullshit. We got something great coming up.
Yeah, we got 3 egg levels. We got the half a dozen egg level. We got the dozen egg level, and we got 48 egg level. Yes,
exactly. Yeah. So you White Fishy 1. OnlyFans? No. Well, yes, but for a higher tier. You know.
Yeah, only dicks.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Well, we'll have guess how many knuckles. No, we won't. We just won't. Mexi Girl in the chat says dick bits. You know what? There might be a thing in that on 42 channel coming up, but okay. God, I got to watch how I move my head with these glasses. Oh, I'm going to get so sick. Oh, man. I've really got to get them to figure that out. Oh, man. Okay, how long have we been live? 45 minutes. Okay. We'll see if
it seems like days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it always does when I spend time with you. But I'm just wondering if I can keep them on for the full show. I'm just not sure I'm 100% feeling good with the motion and everything. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Well, take them up and just put them on when you need them.
Yeah. Every time I try to read, which is whenever I look at the screens that are directly in front of me.
Should have got those flippy glasses.
Yeah. Yeah. I need a remote so I could do it with my Stream Deck, right?
Or is it like that guy, the evil guy in The Last Starfighter, who has the little...
Oh, yeah.
For absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, The Last Starfighter. I haven't seen that in so long. I'm putting it on Plex tonight for sure. Yeah.
It's a great shit film. It's a great shitty film.
Yeah.
We got a lot of fondness for it.
Lynette Ray in the chat says, my eyes will adjust. Just, yeah. But here's the thing, Lynette. I don't know if you were here earlier, but the readers I got, because I got dailies as well, these were supposed to be one prescription because I have 3 screens in front of me that are basically within an inch or so of the same distance. And what they gave me was progressive readers with the more focused bottom. and it's making the skew and morph when I move my head in front of all of this digital information way too much. I'm going to have them redo them without the progressive and just one set prescription or whatever, you know? Yeah, that's what I wanted, but they didn't give it to me. They thought they knew better. And it's just, they didn't understand when I tried to explain how big of a screen real estate I have. Like, I can't see any of the lower information right now. It's just blurry because it's too far away for the bottom part, right? Sucks. But anyway, well.
So you're not going to get a Neuralink then?
Yeah, no. I don't even like putting apps on my cell phone because I know they're farming my information. Like, I'm going to put a chip in my head. You know?
Yeah. It's just farming every dirty thought you have.
Yeah. I'm actually going to write it into my will. And at no point shall my corpse ever be violated by Neuralink or one of its competitors.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. MDAO in the chat says, use my other pair, see if it's better. Well, they're my dailies, so they're meant for more distance. And then the bottom would be okay because it's meant for like reading your dashboard and stuff so you can drive, right? But I did put it on, and neither one is quite the right distance for the screens, right? I even did a thing with them. I reached out my arm. I said, here, measure that because I can just touch my screens and that way you'll know the exact distance. That's what I want. And then they were like, oh, but you want the progressive on your readers. No, I don't. Right? They fucked it up. I knew better, but oh well. I'll just get them fixed. It'll suck though, because my podcasting glasses will take another 2 weeks to get here. And I if I don't move, I like being able to properly read. It's nice. But as soon as I move, I just start getting ill.
At this point, we should give a shout out to our sponsor tonight, Specsavers. Yeah, Specsavers for all your glasses needs. Get 2 for 1.
That's who I would. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, they don't deserve a shout out because they don't listen.
Oh, is that? No, don't tell me that's where you went to.
Yeah, they're in the mall, so that's where I went to. Yeah, and plus they give me a better. They gave me an extra percentage over my coverage because of some bullshit they have in Canada right now.
Yeah,
but yeah.
And they scrape you for something else down the line. They always get you in with a bargain, and then just like oh yeah, but then we'll add this to it.
As she was saying, tint is going to be this much, anti-glare is this much. I'm like, okay, hold on, I'm just checking your competitors online right now to make sure that you're not, trying to lure me in with a cheap price. But the thing was with Specsavers, they have cheap prices, but they're cheap frames. These and my other ones were not cheap frames. I fucking paid for them, right? Oh yeah. I definitely paid for them. But I wanted those ones that stretch out and all that and have all that shit. And I just wasn't willing to accept, Yeah.
Spartacus says, I would never go to a mall.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
It's just a place where you keep shops together in a small environment.
If you see a shop in a mall that doesn't have a lot of foot traffic, then yes, you're going to get ripped off. But this place is packed. Like this was the quickest appointment I could get in my town, and it took me 3 months just to get my eye test done. Right? Oh yeah.
I think you just had a bad experience with zombies in a mall, and that was it.
No, it was just the damn girl that wouldn't listen to me, Oh yeah, I understand. Okay. And then she ordered what I didn't want anyway. And then today when I picked them up, tried to convince me that this is what I really wanted. I'm like, no, it won't be. I guarantee I'm coming back. I tried to explain to her that I don't want to have to do this just to see my screens, right? I shouldn't have to. So all I should need to do is this, but that'll never work.
Alan Watkins says he worked for Galaxy and now they've gone broke. But the Galaxy has gone broke.
Well, that sucks. What are the aliens going to do? Do we have any money saved?
What was that? Well, did we have some kind of like trade war with the Arcturians or something?
Yeah.
I missed out on.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. We'll have to ask Buck Rogers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Alan Watkins says the frames are made in the same place. Made them for 3 years. Yeah. I was shocked when I got to the store and found Adidas and brands like that make sunglasses or glasses frames. I was like, what the fuck? Really? You know?
Yeah, no, they just hot glue their label onto somebody else's.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, it was stupid, you know. And they do that whole thing where, you can get your eye test and 2 pair of glasses if they put a little asterisk for like $199, and the asterisk is if your insurance covers the eye test and blah blah and whatnot, right? But you can't get like those things on glasses like right there that make it so every time you take them on and off, it doesn't just stretch the hinge and ruin it, right? You can't get those on a set of frames until they're at least $250. I can get those on $60 sunglasses. What a scam. What a scam. I could have gotten better quality frames for both of mine, cheaper than I paid, had I just brought them sunglasses and said, here, just put lenses in these ones.
You know? Yeah, but you know they're not going to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's a bit of a scam for sure. You know, especially like my daily ones. These ones were $299 and they're just fucking plastic with a metal hinge. She said, if they don't fit right, come back and let us know and we can adjust them for you. I said, how are you going to adjust plastic frames? She said, oh, well, we warm them up. I said, what are you going to do? Make a mold of my head? I don't want you to sit there with a torch heating them up and bending them over and over to fit right. I picked them because they fit. Just stay out of the way. Jesus. Couldn't believe it. So yeah. Quick shout out again for the Britain-Ukraine fundraiser we're doing tonight as well. Anybody that can chip in, it's greatly appreciated. We've got a direct link to him, as well as you can just use our direct link donation options. Just put, hashtag boom boom or whatever, and it goes right on over. There was a conversation a few days ago, might have been on Canty Luden's channel, I can't remember, but some people in the live chat were talking about Ukrainian YouTube supporters getting in trouble with different payment systems. Because you're fundraising for a drone and this and that, and that's weapons and so on.
Yeah.
That's why we've always done just hashtag boom boom fund. I mean, boom boom. Okay, it does sound a little bit explodey, but you got to think of like boom boom, out go the lights, Pat Travers, and so on. That you can't, right? It's just
boom boom, shake the room. Let's boom boom. Let's shake the room.
Right. So
Smith.
I advise everybody, if you're out there and you're doing fundraising and stuff, just come up with your own nickname for your fund and then just tell everybody. So today's donations into the fund are going to this.
Gaza.
Yeah. But
yeah. Lead for Russians.
Yeah. Yeah, call it the Basil Faulty Fund, right? Or whatever. Well, but that's what you got to do. You can't have people saying, "Oh, here's a donation for the drone." Ukraine freedom forever, drone Ukraine. No, it's not going to work, right? There's no point in getting yourself in trouble. Might as well just play the game from the start.
It should be like child support for Elon.
Yeah. What we need is a gang of criminals to go and rip off an obscene amount of Starlink terminals, because then at least we don't have to buy them. We just have to pay for the service. And then hack them and get in there, get the service for free and hand it out to people, right? Is there an equivalent to Starlink for people in rural areas and whatnot in the world? Because as I understand it, they're kind of like the player in the field. Is there another choice?
There have been few I've heard about. I don't know how far along they got. I mean, Amazon were going to do one. Because Jeff Bezos has got his space company. I mean, obviously they can't get very high with their bloody rocket at the minute. They should put some effort into that.
Yeah.
Put some more elastic bands in the launch system.
Bezos is looking a little Charles whatever
Bronson.
Virgin. Yeah, Bronson. Yeah, he's looking a little that right now.
Charles Bronson.
Yeah, what's his name?
Branston.
Beardy Branson. Yeah.
Branson Pickle.
Yeah. He's such a phony, Branson. He shows up. He is. He's a putz. He shows up when a company's on the ascendance and puts his name all over it for the absolute minimum money he can lay out. He writes into the contract, even when I'm done with you, you have to leave Virgin on it forever. We have Virgin Mobile in Canada. He has nothing to do with it, not the company or anything, right? And he's done this with auto racing and so on and whatnot. And then when they actually say, oh, okay, now it's time to pony up for real, he's like, maybe not. And I mean, like Virgin Galactic, he left them for dead, right? He left the Braun Formula One GP Grand Prix team in Formula One for dead. He's a piece. He just puts a little bit in so he can get maximum exposure. Look at me. Like when he did the Braun GP thing in Formula One, he would go around with a couple of hot girls and
wouldn't you?
But he'd be like, we're kicking ass and doing amazing this year and blah. You gave the smallest amount possible to get your name on the car. And because there's no other names on the car, it looks like you're a big sponsor like everybody else. You're a phony. I don't like him.
Yeah, but it is still kind of like funny how he seems to come out even more trustworthy than Elon Musk, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do Branson versus Elon Musk because Musk is a schmuck. At least Branson's just a attention whore that's a bit cheap with the wallet, right? Yeah, white fishy, so like a British Conrad Black. Oh, I wouldn't go that far, actually.
Did you also in the news today was that the Broccolis, and I don't mean the plant, I mean the people behind the Bond movies.
Yeah.
They've just basically handed it over to Amazon now.
They sold it? They sold it?
The entire franchise.
So they did that, we're at that age now. Why don't we just sell out and have the huge money?
I'm not too sure exactly if they've sold it, but they've handed over all creative decisions to Amazon now.
What's the difference? They just sit back and get a cut, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, basically, yeah. They've still got their yachts and gorgeous women to pay for, but just give it to Amazon. That's going to be a disaster.
I bet they make more money percentage-wise per year now than they ever did off of Bond up until this point, to be honest.
There's a lot of worry, a lot of concern that the Amazon will just take it and just turn it into like shitty, streaming service series.
Oh yeah, it'll be like
big feature films.
Yeah, it'll be Magnum PI, the James Bond years, right? They'll probably destroy it in the name of quick cash to pay off the investment of having to get the rights, kind of like Star Wars, right? Disney went batshit crazy. Even the people at Marvel were like, "Really, you're going to put out that much content?"
Yeah, but the other question is, do you think the Bond franchises had its run? Is it peaked and that's it? Can it go any further?
To be honest, I was done before. I don't even think I watched the last Daniel Craig movie yet.
I didn't like it.
It's just I remember a few of the Connery Bonds. I was a big what's his name, Roger Moore, because that's my era, right? And I did
Bond.
Yeah, and I watched some Roger or Pierce Brosnan Bond, and I did like Timothy Dalton Bond. But at that but at that point, it's 4 people. It's really time to just turn it back into a book at that point, right? Like, it's just, how long can you keep telling spy stories with new actors? They're rehashing the stories, what's his name, the Daniel Craig Bonds. They got to the point where it was 20 minutes of action and you're just like, CGI. Oh, wait a minute, there's some of the plot finally, right? And it's just, I didn't even, I'm kind of bored with it. But I was saying this very recently. I'm a little concerned that my cynicism has run amok, and I don't seem to like much anymore.
I don't think your cynicism has run amok. I think your cynicism has been pounded by shit coming out from the franchises. I don't think it's unfair. I don't think, But also at the same time is you kind of look at things like Indiana Jones, and obviously Raiders of the Lost Ark was one of the finest
good
films of it.
So good.
But then people start picking on the other ones and go, oh, it's ridiculous, it's all made up shit. Hang on a minute, if you go back to the original, that was all just made up shit too. So come on, you got to be fair.
Let's look at the opening of the first movie. He's an archaeology professor who has girls in the front row that write "love you" on their eyelids and blink at him. Then the Nazis show up, and then all hell breaks loose and blah, blah. And like, yeah, believable. Right. It's unbelievable. Right. But it's a thrill ride. Even though, and The Last Crusade was awesome. And then they made other movies.
It's funny how similar they are to some of the Tintin stories. And you think Tintin, oh, what a hero! Oh, Tintin.
I'm not British. I only know the name Tintin. Never.
It's French. Tintin was French.
Same thing.
Well, I suppose so. Since the Norman invasion of Britain, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Agincourt.
Yeah.
We lucky few.
Yeah. You know what the real difference between the French and the British is? The British get slightly upset while watching their TV. The French put on vests and burn that place to the ground, man.
Throw the TVs out onto the streets. Sacre bleu.
Yeah.
Straight to the chopping block.
Yeah. I love the French. Not our French, your French. I'm just kidding, but yeah.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of intercontinental racism going on there.
Yeah. Well, that's intercountry racism, even though you would literally cross about 8 countries in Europe to get from me to the Quebecois, right? Oh yeah. What else should we tease or inappropriately make fun of? There's got to be more.
God, do we need any more?
Okay, hold on a second here. I'm done with this. Ugh. I'm literally going to get sick.
Wait, who's this? Who's this strange person who suddenly showed up on the show?
Actually, it's the other way around. I'm like, oh, now you look like you normally do to me,
It's the whole Clark Superman reveal.
Now, I am a sunglasses person, and I know better. So I have to put these 2 different pair away properly. Give me a second here, okay, everybody? Hold on.
It would be fun if you did the stream with just like, real, deep dark black sunglasses. Look like a right prick. Like Bono turning up for an interview. Yeah.
My stomach was getting queasy there, man. Yeah, I pushed it as long as I could. Okay. Wow.
Maybe you should move on to live on a boat, so you have like that compensating role.
Yeah. You can imagine.
You won't know if you're being sick from being a landlubber or because you're your glasses.
Yeah. I could not be somebody who lives on a boat. At least not one that goes like this when there's a wave. I would have to be on.
That's how they usually go.
Yeah, but if you've got a big heavy boat and only a little wave, it barely moves. I can handle that. But I'm not a big fan of all that and whatnot. I have a lot of experience with it as well. My mom's side of the family is from the Maritimes in Canada. And I had a couple of uncles and a cousin who were like lobster fishermen. And they had the huge boats with all the gear and rigging and everything. And they'd take me out as a kid. And I'd be like, no, don't like this. Get me back. And my dad would be like, see, I told you don't like this shit. I don't like boats much. I hate airplanes, but I don't like boats much. Yeah. Fucking hate flying. Oh my God.
Airplanes make rubbish ships. I've noticed.
Yeah.
There was that pilot who tried to float a plane on the in Boston. Didn't work. Couldn't get the sails. Couldn't get the sails out.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to read the live chat now. Those glasses really did help. If it wasn't for the transition on the bottom, I would have been okay. Oh my God, is my vision bad? That's hilarious. I really can tell now. Yeah.
Transition on the bottom. That's going to be Dick's autobiography coming out soon.
Oh. Now, the transition from top to bottom, I'm willing to learn that for my daily wear glasses, right? But these ones are just for at the computer. All I want is the focus of, right? So I'm getting them fixed. I know it. I can tell. Oh,
so you didn't get any glasses for sex then? I need some sex glasses.
Magnifying glass. Yeah.
Make everything look pretty and beautiful.
Big and masculine.
That's called VR, Mr. Dawson. That's called VR.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if there's only one knuckle wrapped around it. If it looks big to you, have some fun. Oh God. Let's see here. And wasn't there just like a new movie released? Not like the Marvel thing, but something that people actually give a shit about.
Nah, pretty sure.
There was something I saw on my torrent download site here. Let me just open it up. Maybe I can get a refresher.
One thing that I saw recently was Mark Hamill at the BAFTAs, and he was at the podium. I can't remember what he was doing, whether he was like introducing or going to be giving an award out. But it's really funny because his trousers fell down.
Oh wow!
You see him struggling behind the podium, just like grabbing his trousers and pulling them back up. He just carries on regardless. He's doing his speech. Well, that's going to be on YouTube. Pretty much soon.
Oh man. Oh God, we're gonna have to do a little clip on that for sure. Oh yeah,
poor old Mark.
Yeah, if you zoom in, you can see an X-wing fighter.
What is he got? Oh, hello there.
He probably had one tattooed to his prick just so it would work in a bar, right? You know. You ever make love to an X-wing, baby?
Would you like some Wookiee in you?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Get some Elton John glasses. Yeah. Can imagine that. Yeah. All the dirty men chasing. Well, funny enough, because of the long hair thing and everything, I get whistled at by dudes at least once a year as they drive by, and then somebody will look out the window and go, "Holy fuck!" It's hilarious.
Yeah, but you shouldn't wear the short skirt and the high heels. You look great from the back.
Yeah, yeah. My ex-wife used to say the "fuck me" pumps were confusing, but
Got gorgeous, long, hairy legs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you're wearing the tights and your hairs are sticking out from them.
Yeah, 3 feet. I mean,
Oh dear.
Yeah, I often, if a woman didn't change her tights for 3 days, would shit just go through it, and then you shave the tights? Is that how that works?
You get like really strong tights, and then you can just pull them up and down, and it just like it works like a razor.
Yeah, it exfoliates and shaves at the same time. That's funny. I want to do a contest coming up where we do an after show or a pub chat. And what we do is we vote for the worst song of all time. So we'll get some nominations in the Discord ahead of time.
Some of the ones you've recorded, that'll be a good start.
Yeah. Do I have to give you the Elon Musk salute?
We can throw some of mine in there.
Yeah,
So
the
it's fair.
Teslas. Yeah. I mean, most of them. But we'll do some nominations in the Discord, and then we'll do some. Oh no! Right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but carry on. The worst song. That's going to be really hard to pick one out because there must be loads. There must be shit tons of the worst songs of all time.
There is one that wins.
Give it some categories. Give it some categories.
Okay, we'll give it a few categories. I would say maybe decades is how we would do that. I don't think I'd want to go genres because in every genre of music, there's lots of music that gets popular that sucks, right? But we mean truly worst, right? And then we could do preliminary votes by dropping the songs in Discord. Everybody could listen. We'll do 3 at a time and narrow it down a bit. And then we could go live for a pub chat and play it out where we play the top 5 results and do the live vote there and see what wins.
See, the thing is, there's not going to be a recording of it, I'm pretty sure. But I would imagine the worst song of all time would have been the first song of all time.
I doubt that, actually.
It would have been thunk.
Yeah, no, but
thunk.
Yeah, no, the first song recorded was probably better than the 10th because whoever recorded the 10th did it to make money, and the first person just did it to record a song.
He stole my music.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Achy Breaky Heart, Silver Earth. That's a good shout. There's I've got one in my head, and I know that I could just simply drop it into the Discord and win the vote every time.
Yeah. I'm assuming you don't mean it's stuck in your head, so just like the tune is in there, just rattling around like an earworm now.
I would take my own life if this song was stuck in my head. Right? Oh, yeah. Let me, I don't know if I can give anybody a clue without giving it away.
Give us the first note. Bing.
Yeah. I don't know that I could. Fish heads. Eat them up. Yum. That's almost the right voice too.
See, the other thing is part of the category is which were the worst songs of all time that actually became hits.
Okay. And again, I'm on that 100%. So I like that. Okay. It has to be the worst song of all time to crack the top 40 in your country or whatever. So for us, it would be like in America, let's say it would be the Billboard top 40. No, let's go with the top 10. Let's narrow it down and make this easier. So they have to crack the biggest chart your country has, and they have to crack the top 10 to be on the list.
Yeah,
And
I would just go Agadoo, Mr. Blobby, Bob the Builder, that became a hit.
it's a TV show, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but they brought out a single and it became a hit. Yeah. I don't know why either. I don't know.
Nobody told me there'd be builds as hard as this.
It was da da da.
I was making a Friends joke inside of your joke. You missed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of shit. Yeah, Crazy Frog. Ali Watkins goes to Spice Girls. No,
sorry. No. The Spice Girls never actually made music, and therefore there is no songs. That's noise. They don't count.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't put the Spice Girls in that list anyway. Yeah, whether you like the thing is you got to be careful.
Put one of their CDs in my carburetor in case it screwed it up.
Yeah, but you got to be careful with your choices. It's not just because you don't like them.
I know.
It has to be something more to the fact that you just don't like them. It's just like bad.
But the Spice Girls for that first song do deserve some credit for being that bad. The as I understand it, I've heard it in the mall and in stores and stuff a lot, and it's. If you want to be my lover, you've got to get with my friends. Making love forever, friendship never ends.
Yeah.
If that is,
but she didn't like it when I got with her friends though.
Well, see, that's what I mean. Either she's saying, if you want me, you've got to fuck my friends, or I don't understand the song.
I think you don't understand the song.
I don't understand the band, right? But I don't get it. You got to get with my friends. It sounds to me like, hey, we're doing great here, but why don't we threesome out with my roommate, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And it sounds like once you do get with her friends, then the friendship will never end. In other words, you can only be friends because you're fucking. It's the worst message that young preteen girls could have been delivered at the time, because the girls who grew up on that are those selfish, whiny bitches on social media right now, right? Hopefully.
It sounds like a Fleetwood Mac band rehearsal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That album is a confessional, man. Rumors, But yeah, I just never understood that tune, right? But I think there's worse. To be honest,
well, it's like that one. It's the massive hit. We all know it. Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Relax.
Yeah,
which is basically talking about edging.
Oh yeah. And it's funny too, because it's relax, and yet there's a driving beat that gets your heart going, right? Obviously that's not what he meant. Let's look at this again, shall we? Right? Because otherwise it would have been relax.
Yeah,
don't do it.
The music would slow down a little tempo.
Yeah, right. Yeah, bring me a little Sinatra in on that, man. Drummer's got a beat like a cop.
Yeah, Frankie was sending out mixed messages.
Yeah, very much so.
Now stop it.
It's funny too, because the only member of the band left on that song is the singer. the producers and whatnot from the label were like, this is a really good song, just not when you guys perform it. Let us fix it for you.
Yeah. But what's funny with Frankie Goes to Hollywood in the later years, he wasn't even on the song when they were performing live. he was gone. They had somebody else doing the bit, and the rest of the band was still there.
Yeah.
Okay, they may be miming, and some session musician is playing their bit, but he didn't survive.
Yeah, Frankie Goes to Hollywood featuring the rest of the band, not the singer. The guys that weren't on the song you're here to hear. right?
In fact, none of them.
Yeah.
You've got to see a live concert of nobody you've ever listened to.
Yeah, that's like BB King performing live. Well, actually, a guy that played bass for him once, right? You know.
Oh dear.
I can tell. Yeah, now that I've taken the glasses off, even though I can barely read what I'm seeing, at least it isn't, you know, skewing.
Floating.
Yeah. I don't have rectangles turning into equilaterals, and it's just
maybe you just smoke like a massive bong to help compensate.
Yeah, maybe I should have done that before going to get my eyes tested, so that my prescription is based on how I am now.
Yeah, 4 beers in, and
yeah. You know, that's what I should have done. I should have had like a backstage moment in the shop before they tested me, and just quaffed a few down and smoked a rod. You know,
you just go and say, "All right, I'm here for my eye test. Where's the bar?"
Yeah, exactly. You know, I actually think there's logic to this in a very strange way.
Yeah. You should have like your sober glasses and your drunk glasses.
Yeah, and slightly stoned. Like I'll be like that guy who's trying to sell you stolen merchandise with a trench coat, right? But for me, it's just glasses. This is the one after 2 joints. Here we go, right?
There's a whole thing, you know. People say when you were absolutely pissed, you know, you start seeing double. So you need corrective glasses for that.
Well, that's when you get a monocle, so you only see one,
and an eye patch. or maybe actually, you know, like pinhole cameras, you know, that really makes things really sharp. So what you should just wear,
I use them in all my rental units.
Yeah. No, that's called peepholes. You should wear eye patches, but with just a pinhole in it. So, you know, I mean, obviously you need an awful lot of light, but everything is in like purely sharp focus.
Yeah, I'll make a camera obscura. I just need my brain to flip the image back, right? You know?
Everything's upside down.
Yeah. Emperor Chin, how do I fix this? Do we have any more alerts to do or anything here? I just want to double check. Remember, we're doing some fundraising for Britain, Ukraine at the Ukraine Mission on YouTube there. Yeah, trying to keep the people we know alive just a little bit longer.
I remember, you know, talking about vision and shit like that. I remember making people's brains burn, just like incinerate it immediately.
You've got like Superman vision.
No, you just ask them the simple question: is when you look in a mirror, it flips things left to right, but why doesn't it flip things upside down?
Why am I not talking to my junk right now? Right?
See, your brain just goes.
You should say that to people in flat Earth chat rooms on Facebook, man.
Well, I do say stupid things to people in flat Earth, like if we can see the moon during the day, then why is it we can't see the sun at night?
That's fucking funny, man.
People go,
yeah.
It's like real Scooby-Doo reactions.
Again, we need one of those dog moment things for a button, right? We don't have one, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man, too bad. We need a dog. If you're out there and you know that one of those little GIF moments that the dog just does the thing and it's like totally perfect, put it in our Discord and I'll turn that and I'll get like Scooby-Doo or a sound effect or whatever. Send one in that goes and we'll put them together and make a fucking gag button for that.
Do you know what? There must be like thousands of dog videos out there. Just pick any one of them is going to have one of them.
But be clever. don't pick the most popular one. Find us one that is,
Yeah.
lower in the rankings, so we can make it a bit more ours, right? Yeah.
I'll keep an eye out.
Otherwise, I'll find it myself, right? But I'll give you the credit if you find it. So find a good one, right?
Actually, funny enough, there's been quite a few of Donald Trump doing that face recently.
Yeah. But I don't want Orange Gina on our show that much, right? So,
but we'll put a doggy nose and big floppy ears on him, disguise him.
Yeah. Imagine if you were to do him up like an old dog that has like the silver whiskers now and stuff, and is a little heavy set, like a hound dog, where the belly is almost at the ground because they don't really have the longest legs. That'd be perfect, right?
Yeah.
And then just put a golf club in his mouth.
Elon's boner.
Yeah, that Mexi girl in the chat says, "Oh, so you're giving out homework now?"
Oh yeah,
I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's how that just happened.
We always give out homework.
Yeah. Here, I should put my glasses back on then. Here, I'll put on my granny readers for that because that'll be funny. Holy fuck, it's even worse now, man. I can't see anything, but. If you were like right here, I could see you. Right? Wow. Okay. Those are thick. Those are like, they could be used for.
Can you see me now?
But yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Can you see me now?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're at about the right height now. At least I could put my drink on your head. Anybody got a graduation hat? I don't want to spill. I gotta see a man about a horse, dude. Give me a second here.
It's funny you mentioned those graduation hats. It's like, why? I mean, I remember it's like, you see like school masters and things wearing those. I can't remember what they're called. What they called? They got a special name. But yeah, you used to see like school masters and stuff wearing that. Why? Wait, where did that come from? What was the reasoning behind that? The schoolmaster wearing his big black cloak and shit. Yeah, it's like I always just find this fascinating. Like, where the fuck does this stuff come from, and why is it like stick around? Yeah, what they called Alan Watkins hats. Yeah, thanks for that. Mortis balls. Yeah. Great for if you're you're doing a bit of pointing on the wall or laying bricks or something, but to stick them on your head. So stupid. Oh God, he's one of those big horses again. He's been to see. God, he's probably trying to get eggs out the horse. He knows he can sell horse eggs. A dozen horse eggs for quite a few dollars these days.
I'm not asking.
Don't. Talking to eggs, there was a story that Turkey is sending like 150,000 tons of eggs to America.
But hold on, just a problem. Eggs don't come from turkeys.
Well, this is what I was going to say. Well, yeah, obviously it's the country Turkey. I know you're being a dick, but it does ask a very, very simple question. Why? I know we get eggs, hen eggs, and duck eggs. Where's the turkey eggs at?
I know. Yeah. It's funny how humanity picked a couple eggs and went, those are the ones. The rest of them, no, that's for wildlife and stuff.
And quail's eggs are for the posh people.
Yeah.
With
because
very,
they're
very small spoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's like all other eggs are just like, they're just not off. They're off the market. We're not doing those.
Because, I mean, let's say you're like a family of 5 children and 2 adults. Wouldn't you just want to get 2 ostrich eggs and not have to crack so many of the damn things in the morning? Like, wouldn't that, what do they taste like? Butt or something? You know, is there something wrong with eating the unborn embryos of ostrich versus chickens?
I don't know. You have to have the real Southerners, the embryos of anything is going.
Yeah, but don't ask people in South Carolina because they just might line you up and shoot you. Fuck.
Man, the possums just laid some eggs. Can we eat them? They're not eggs, honey. They're not eggs.
Yeah,
they're chocolate eggs
with a hard shell, honey.
And not the soft, brown, squishy ones. It's not a half-melted Kinder egg. Leave it. There's no toy inside.
Yeah, there's no Kinder, but there's a fuck ton of surprise in that one, kid. Now back away, right? Yeah,
and yet you'll get those coffee beans that they force feed through a mongoose and they shit out the other end.
That is some fucked up shit. This is absolute proof that being rich can make you stupid, because when you're willing to spend exorbitant amounts of money on coffee beans because another animal has shat them out, that's you've taken it too far. Okay, it's called charity. It's called philanthropy. Use the money for something good. You know, if you have to wash your coffee beans because they still have excrement on them.
I'm just thinking, though, Dick, it might be a market that you haven't really, fully explored. Have you considered like eating coffee beans and shitting them out and then put them out on the market?
Well, coming up very soon, actually, on our merch store.
Dawson's Nuggets of Delight.
Yeah. Dawson's delicious caffeine treats. Only eaten during the drinking of Canadian brewed beer.
That's the other thing as well. It's like, why is the mongoose? Or is it a mongoose?
Yeah.
Am I right on that? But why is it that animal specifically that they have to force feed beans to?
Yeah. And
nobody else can do it.
Does the animal absorb some of the caffeine? And are they weak then, or does the animal just?
They're just highly strung.
Out going, why does this asshole human keep feeding me this? I mean, it's just, I don't get it, man. But
you should see a mongoose eating all those coffee beans. It's fucking wild. His eyes are wide.
And this is
strung.
Yeah. Just bug-eyed out like a fucking crack addict, right?
Give me some more beans. Give me some more beans.
But it's no different than somebody buying a banana taped to a wall. Or any number of stupid shit, right? It's unbelievable.
I thought you were going to say someone shitting out a banana.
Yeah. I mean, up in our
banana has passed through a goose.
Yeah.
Make it extra delicious.
Yeah. We'll start the bidding at 750,000. You know, it's at Sotheby's. Right afterwards, they're going to be auctioning a Ferrari 250.
So it's like, if I eat a tin of sweet corn, the next day when I shit it all out, it's still there floating around. Well, should I dig it out and pick it out and clean it up, put it in a little package and sell it on the merch store?
Yeah, but even more than that, you could literally use your own ass as a weapon and then just clean up the bullets after, right? So you could get a double shot of usefulness out of an ear of corn.
Oh, it's not a mongoose. Apparently, it's a civet cat. I've been told. Must make a difference.
Speaking of which, you're in the UK, so I wouldn't doubt that your town council would actually frown upon selling pre-shat corn. You're probably not allowed to without a permit.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you have like a traditional slate roof and moss on two walls, right?
Yeah. Going to sell it only from a listed building that was originally a corn shat out.
Yeah. It was a mill, so right?
Dunk's special cornbread with the extra crispy brown bits.
Yeah. Eat it quick, because it sure goes stale.
Eat it quick so you don't taste it.
Yeah. Yeah. Always take your antibiotics first, children.
Yeah.
Is there anything that actually happened in this week of the world that was good? Aside from Canada laying waste to America in the Four Nations hockey final, because that's what we do, right?
It's funny because we were like briefly talking about that in our private chat. That for all the crappy news that we tell, we need to have some good news.
I know.
To give people something to look forward to and hope, and it is there.
It should be.
No one reports on it.
It should be you that does it, because then you could do the James May thing with the slight British accent. Good news. And I go, what? And then you say something that's just,
The Dacia has brought out a new model.
I wasn't going to go that far, but yeah. The Dacia Sandero now comes in black. That was funny as hell. Oh, that's funny. Let's see here. What do we got? Hour 37 live. So we're not going to be live for about another, 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes, and we'll call it quits.
Let's make it good.
Well, let's see here. So we're doing fundraising for Britain, Ukraine. So the hashtag Boom Boom Fund direct through us, as well as his links, will be in the live chat. We have tomorrow on our Ukraine update show, we have Georgie from Ukraine Matters joining us. So be there or be square. And we also have our new friend Rudy Acosta going to jump in, because if he's going to try to glom some subs off of a show with Ukraine Matters, that's a one to do it with, right? So I want to make sure he gets in as well. And you will also see Britain, Ukraine on tomorrow's show as well. He's going to stay up a little bit to join us. So it'll be a really cool show tomorrow. Really cool.
Is he going to do a fashion shoot, up and down the catwalk with his new gear?
He always masks off what you shouldn't really see because it's private time.
It's going to be like Victoria's Secrets, but in camo.
Well, I got to tell you from experience, when Brit shows leg, humana. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, he's got his third leg there as well.
Yeah. Funny too, because sometimes it's longer than the others, and it's funny when he walks, but
they don't call him the tripod for nothing.
Yeah. They use that thing to check angles to make sure they got trajectories right, Somebody tag him and let him know that this was the joke on this part of the show. It'll be really funny.
Yeah, he'll hate you.
After this, our team might have a little voice chat. We might do it in the public Discord. We might do it in the private Discord. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So
we might do it in somebody else's Discord.
Yeah. We might bum rush Nick's Discord on In Time just to piss him off.
That's not, you know what? That's not actually a bad idea.
Does Nick have a general voice chat on the In Time Discord?
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking. If other people have got like a general chat Discord, you just go and jump on those.
Just go and raid them, right? Yeah.
Yeah, MC2, FTFE, all of them. Yeah. What's this chat going on? There's a fucking Shills in there.
Yeah.
Actually, if we should do that when we do the show, and actually just stream the show in their chat.
No, see, Nick and Titan Uranus are smart. The only voice chats are for like members and stuff, right? Yeah. Chicken shit.
Let's call them out.
Grow a pair, baby. Come on, Nick. Oh, I'm just kidding. He, unlike us, he actually takes his channel seriously. So I get the decisions. I'm not ragging on him. We're friends enough and tight enough that this is just funny. Don't you dare come at me the wrong way about that.
I can tell he takes his channel seriously, because although he's very, very happy to come on a show with me on it, the invite
never invited.
that was this fucking green jerk coming on here.
Yeah. We actually just recently talked about doing a show where it would be his channel and our channel, and we do like a monthly news wrap up, and we be ourselves and they be themselves, right? But freedom for everybody to have their thing. And we talked through it, and there was a real discussion about it, and it is a real thought. There's no guarantee that would happen, right? He's got to talk to his people. Dunk's never even heard about this until I just brought it up right now. But yeah, where's that fucking dog when I need it? But it's a decent thought because they're more serious about the news. We're more humorous about the news, but we take real news seriously and we take humorous news really not seriously. And it might work together as a every now and then wrap up show about certain topics. So Nick would present a topic, lay it out, we all respond. Isandering would, we all respond. Dunk does, we all respond, right? There could be something there. And then maybe what we would do is turn it into a weekly show and just invite other channels to jump in and give their input, right? So we'll see how it goes. It could be a good idea. And it wouldn't just be on our channel with In Time and Nick. It would be on their channel as well, right? This would be a co-stream thing. So whatever channel we invite to be the co-host of that wrap-up show, it would go on their channel as well because, right, they're here, But anyway, just one of those thoughts I thought I'd throw at you, and then I'll look back and see what the chat think.
Yes, a little thought that's been sent through the stomachs of a civet cat.
Yeah,
to see what comes out the other side.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say 4 beers, but yeah.
Well, that too.
Yeah. So let's see here. Wrap-ups time. Let's throw it in a bag. I will.
Stack of kittens.
Yeah. Quick, Christy, shoot it. Oh my God, that was funny. Okay, somebody hit the timestamp hashtag in the live chat for that. We have got to save that. Big thanks to our team for joining us and all they do and helping in the background and stuff. We got Annette, PJC Net, Shayna Caldwell, Mexi Girl, Heather Wiley. We've got Chris Lundy, Liam Wakefield. Fuck, I'm so bad at this. I always draw a blank when I have to remember something.
Yeah. Where's the list?
Yeah. I don't know. There might be a couple other people that I've forgotten. So very, very sorry. My bad. You're better. David. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. And a big thanks for joining us over on the new channel. It's growing pretty fast. It's growing pretty well. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours so that we can get monetized to have members and super chats, which is the big deal for a live channel, right? And we're pushing forward really quick. So thanks, everybody. But we could use your help. Share us out on social media. Make sure that people know that we do our hangouts on this channel now. It's not easy getting the word out, and we could use a little assistance.
Yeah, when you're grabbing your grandmother to sign on the dotted line for her, her last will and testimony, make sure she also clicks on the Shills. All the channels.
Well, let's face it. When you bury any relative, you should bury them with a tablet that has a power bank that is got the Shills live and 42 minutes later playlist running.
There was a story. Sorry to just carrying on a bit, but we're trying to close up the show. But there was a story of this place in Germany, this graveyard, where there was like these stickers of QR codes appearing on the gravestones, and all the QR codes were basically like just told you about the person who's in the grave. No one knows where they came from or why these things appeared. I suggest we put QR codes on these gravestones, which just links to the Shills channels.
That's right. So for all you people out there, and I know there's a bunch of you that like creeping in graveyards late at night, we'll give you a QR code. Spread it around for us, okay?
Yeah, just put QR codes everywhere.
Yeah, we'll get a sticker in our merch store that's, only about $18.50 a piece, right? No problem.
And print off by thousands.
Pony up. Come on, you creepy crawlers.
Dear.
Let's get the hell out of here. What about good consumer advice? I've got some. If you're watching a hockey game and it happens to be Canada playing America in the finals and you don't know where to put your bets, let me give you a little hint. That's right. The Canadian anthem, which will soon be absorbing our 11th province, the United Counties of the state of America, which will now be our province. So there you go.
Yeah. Fuck you, America.
Yeah.
Invade now with hockey sticks. Catch them unawares. They're not ready. They haven't got troops on the border. Just send them in now when they're not ready.
Exactly. And we'll see you on the interwebs out there. As we say in Canada, keep your stick on the ice.
And keep your dick in the vice. Thanks for your cervix.
Don't squeeze it too hard, though, unless your name happens to be like Jay-Z or, some other psycho.
Cheesy squeeze.
Cheesy squeeze.